And joining us now, direct from Las Vegas, Nevada, is Mr. Brett Pojunis. He's a board member with Players Network. Their stock symbol is PNTV. Brett, welcome back to the program.
Hey, Don, thanks for having us back. We appreciate being here.
We're really glad to have you back on. Now, recreational marijuana laws were scheduled to go into effect in just a few days in Nevada. Tell us about the atmosphere within the industry in anticipation of that. And I understand there's some recent delays as well.
Well, sure. The atmosphere right now is overwhelmingly positive. A couple things I want to inform your viewers on. So one, it is legal right now to have up to an ounce of marijuana on your person. The problem is you can't buy it yet. And the way that the law was written is that it was initially going to be allowed to purchase recreational marijuana January 1st, 2018. However, we just got done with the Nevada legislative session and they fast-tracked that to July 1st, 2017, which is just a few weeks away from us right now. And what that means is anyone who had a medical marijuana establishment, which is cultivators like ourselves in production, dispensaries and labs, we could all go and file for recreational. A lot of companies have, and the ones who have filed for recreational, again, like we have, we're thrilled about it because we believe that for every one medical patient that a dispensary sees, there'll be 45 to 50 potential recreational users that will come in. So we are all banking on the idea that there's going to be a dramatic increase in revenues based on the recreational side. Now, as for your delays, there could be some potential delays. We're not exactly sure yet as to what that looks like. However, there was a Nevada judge who filed a stay for the alcohol distributors, and that could affect the start date. But we'll keep your guests informed, and obviously, we're trying to figure out exactly what that means to businesses like ourselves.
Truly amazing. Let's shift gears just for a second. Can you update us on your subsidiary Greenleaf Farms? How are things progressing with that?
Yeah, things with Greenleaf Farms are progressing fantastic. As I believe Mark has updated your viewers, our CEO of the company, we have our medical marijuana license and we have our recreational marijuana license. We've generated revenues on both the production side and the cultivation side. So I'm thrilled to tell you that we actually have generated revenues. That's a huge milestone for the company. We finished, a few weeks ago, we finished phase 1 of our development. Now we're in phase 2 of our continuing development of our facility. We expect to complete that in the next probably 5 to 7 weeks and then start phase 3 and then ultimately phase 4. Now each phase is what we're doing in essence is we're finishing up different parts of our big facility, which allows us to either grow more marijuana or allow for a bigger production room that allows us to use different extraction methods. So Greenleaf Farms is going great. We've been hiring some new people. We've been trying some new methods, especially around one of our products called rosin, where we take popcorn and, well, I'll use terminology that you guys know, raw plant material and the flower. The flower is the bud. We take that and we press that using heat and pressure, and then the end result is called rosin. And rosin is like an oil, and it's used in there's a lot of different applications for it. One of the most popular is known as dabbing.
Now, Players Network is rather unique, Brett, as a public company, as you're physically involved with the actual cannabis plants themselves. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I sure can. We are one of just three publicly traded companies that actually touches the product. So that sets us apart from just about everybody else. There's a lot of companies that claim to be in the marijuana space, but we're knee deep. We're in the marijuana space. We actually do touch the physical product.
Well, you recently made a significant appointment within your company officer ranks. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. We're thrilled to have Jeffrey Lawrence on board. He's our new Chief Financial Officer and Chief Compliance Officer. Currently, Jeffrey Lawrence is the Assistant State Controller for the state of Nevada. So he manages the state's audit process and financial controls and everything else. He understands how to run the state of Nevada. He should be able to help run Players Network and our subsidiaries. And on the financial side, he's going to do a fantastic job. But where myself and the other board members are really excited to have Jeff on board is on his understanding of the legislative process. The guy's a superstar. I tell this to everyone who wants to listen to me. I think he's one of the best policy minds in the entire country. Jeff really understands the legislative process, like I mentioned, and what he's going to do to help us out is as we move into other states, hypothetically, let's assume we move into Florida or Michigan, or wherever we hypothetically may go, Jeffrey will be able to put together an entire roadmap for us from filing the application, what the costs are, putting a budget in place, and understanding when the deadlines are, better than just about anybody else. And through his guidance, he'll be able to, to take us from idea to application to execution of our entire business model in all the other states. And there's one other thing I'd like to add to that, if I may, is that the Nevada process, the application process, was so grueling and so challenging and made being a publicly traded company look like a cakewalk. Now, that's a good thing in hindsight because a lot of other states have now verbalized that they're going to be adopting Nevada's application process. So we feel we have an upper hand, and by having Jeff on board, that gives us an even bigger upper hand. So yeah, we are thrilled from a strategic standpoint to have Jeff on board. He's just a superstar, and one of our goals, as you know, is we've continued to strengthen our corporate governance, and having someone of Jeff's caliber on our team, that's certainly a step in the right direction. He's also going to add to increased transparency, and just overall, he's a void that we absolutely needed to be filled.
Once again, the company's Players Network, PNTV is their stock symbol. Brett, fabulous update. Thanks for being with us.
Don, thanks for having us. And as always, our website is playersnetwork.com, and our investor relations website is ir.playersnetwork.com. And please feel free to sign up for any investor alerts.